Hey everybody. Tonight we're going to do a little bit of work on the 125 here, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to do as much as I'd like to. I've been kind of busting out the tanks today and getting some water changes done, cleaning out some filters and some canisters that I needed to work on, and unfortunately I went through all my batting, my polyester batting that I use for filter material, and I am not about to run up to the Wally World on a Sunday afternoon 2 weeks before Christmas. So we're going to do without the filter change today, but we are going to get in there and do a water change. We're going to wipe down the glass. I got some algae growing on it a little bit, but the main thing we are going to do is get in there and thin out the water Sprite again. I'm down to a few inches from this end, and we can come all the way down to this end. And I am likewise within a few inches of getting to this end of the tank. So I'm up to about a 5.5 foot spread on the water Sprite now. And again, I don't know why I'm really worried about trying to get it to go all the way the length of the tank from side to side, but I just think it would be neat to see if we can get it there. So I'm not going to make a big deal out of this video. I've already done a lot today, so I'm just going to do a simple before and after. So here is your before. Shazow, there's your after. So I got in there and I got a little carried away. And we butchered up the floating water Sprite in the middle. Now it'll be fine. I didn't do any damage to it or anything like that, but I really got in there and gave it a haircut. So we'll have one last little closer look here. I wanted to see what it would look like with that LED being able to really flood some of that more full spectrum light into the tank that's got more of the blue spectrum in it, and it brings out a lot more of the color in the fish as they swim around. So everybody looks a lot better. Of course, the Congos in there just look amazing. They're still a little skittish and freaked out from all the water change and all the work. I did sort of look around. I moved some rocks. I was trying to locate the elephant nose, either maybe its remains or scare it up and startle it and move it out into the open, and I never saw hide nor hair of it. Or I should say scale nor fin. I don't know how you'd say that for fish, but nothing. So I suspect it is gone. It probably died. It was such a wafer thin little fish anyway. It probably got munched on by the otos, possibly even the Synodontis there might have gotten down there and started working on it. So I think it's gone, but you never know. I'm not going to write it off completely, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. You can see with the water Sprite there, I really got in there and I cut some of the main branches out. I cut some of the main branches broke as I was trying to separate the babies from them. That's one of the problems, is they don't detach and float free. That I can tell. They just sort of start roots growing from a node, and the branches are sort of soft, but they're kind of brittle at the same time. They're very flexible, but just a little too much bend or twist and they snap. And trying to get them separated and pull the babies out is very difficult a lot of times without actually breaking some of the branches. So some of the longer branches broke, and then on a few occasions I cut what I thought was going to be one single branch that ran, down the length of the tank, and it was, but it turned out to be, in this case, a lot more of what was coming down towards this end of the tank. In fact, almost all of that was down towards this end of the tank was one single branch, and I cut that off, and ba-boom, nothing all the way down at that end of the tank. But like I said, it'll grow back in short order. This stuff grows like a weed. It's like mowing the lawn in the summertime. Seems like I got to get in there once every week and trim it out. It's not that frequently, but it does need frequent trimming. It grows very fast. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Got a lot going on, still working on the native tank. I do have some fish in it right now. I'll throw that little teaser out there. Not quite ready to talk about them just yet, but that's coming real soon. And I'm also going to be working on those other videos I promised about how I treated the wood and the rocks and how I got the tank set up and how I plan on stocking it and so on and so forth. So make sure you're subscribed. You won't miss any of that. Thanks again for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you real soon in the next one.